Hey, yo, what's up, man? Fair use, YouTube. What's good, everybody? Been a while, I know. So, I just came across something that happened about 2 days ago. If you recall, the Michigan coach who got fired, he had all the million dollar deals and all this good shit, right? Becky did some wild shit, set him up or something like that. And his charges were dropped. Let's go and see a little bit of what they're talking about. All right, let's see here.
Hearing where we expected to hear from key witnesses in the case, including the staffer he was allegedly having a relationship with. So here's how his plea deal breaks down. Moore was originally charged with felony third-degree home invasion and 2 misdemeanor charges, stalking and breaking and entering.
Okay.
In the deal, all 3 of those were dismissed. Instead, he pleaded no contest to 2 new charges, malicious use of telecommunications device and trespassing, which are both misdemeanors. Take a listen.
To the charge of malicious use of telecommunications device, how do you plead?
No contest.
To the charge of trespass, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
The dismissal of those charges validates the concerns we raised about the investigation from the very beginning. Mr. Moore is pleased to put this behind him and move forward.
We also spoke to the prosecutor's office. They sent us a statement saying that this plea agreement was thoroughly reviewed and that they hope this will allow the victim an opportunity to heal and move forward. Moore's sentencing is scheduled for April 14th.
So, they're hoping that the victim can heal. What they didn't say in here, which is a lot of things that they don't say when it comes to cases with men and women, is that she set him up. And the police withheld evidence. That's what they didn't say. Right? Now, where am I getting this from? One of the places I got it from was, of course, a social media site. So, allegedly, we'll go with allegedly, all right? We're going to go with allegedly. We're going to pull it up. Oh, I didn't send it. No, we're going to go with allegedly, and we're also going to go with ChatGPT, because ChatGPT can pull up all of the news articles, all of the things and all that shit and give it to you, right? So, Sherrone Moore, his charges will drop. What does that mean for him financially and blah, 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 right? That's what it's all about, the money. So, that's where they say the charges weren't fully dropped. They actually negotiated for this plea deal. They gave him a plea deal on the most serious felony charges, okay? So they left him with trespassing and malicious use of telecommunications. His sentencing is scheduled for April 14th, and jail time is considered unlikely. Financial impact, so far, the big hit already happened. 5-year contract, $5.5 million. Because he was fired for, quote, for a cause, the university did not have to pay the buyout. Now, here is my question. Allegedly, you were framed, and allegedly they didn't show exculpatory evidence, right, of that shit. So, now that they found that out, now that the charges were dropped, the for cause was under the knowledge of the felony charges, right? But if those charges no longer exist, that you fired him for, that could go under wrongful termination or something like that. The lawyers work that shit out. But my thing is it possible for him to recoup some of that money he lost or all of it? If there's a wrongful termination, possibly. They use language like, basically if you bring too much, if you bring unnecessary light or you bring a bad reputation or whatever, things like that. But he was framed. Okay, so yeah, you know what? I don't think they're going to be able to get away with that. I don't think they're going to be able to get away with that. Let me see something. Did I take a screenshot? I'm always screenshotting shit, so let me see. Because if my man, yeah, screenshot it. Hold on. Black millionaires, okay. So this is why I said allegedly, okay? You see that? It looks like it's backwards. But it says, former Michigan head coach Sherrone Moore felony charges dropped after the judge ruled that his mistress was not a victim of stalking. After evidence was presented in court, he was set up and cops withheld evidence. So with this jargon here, his mistress was not a victim. And they're talking about, it'll give the victim time to heal. Bitch wasn't a victim. What are we doing here? I don't know. I feel like they should get this dude back his money, man. When I tell you this motherfucker lucky, this motherfucker's lucky, bro. He's fucking lucky. We gonna see just how far this luck goes, man. Let me show you what I saw. Black millionaires. You know, and when I say they don't tell the whole story, they don't. I got a friend doing jail time right now. You guys probably heard me talk about it. Hold on. Black millionaires. Okay. Let's see. Black millionaires. Yeah, let's go. All right, where's he? Here we go. Okay, check this out. Looks happy. That's his lawyer. I thought that was his wife. That's his lawyer standing there. So, would he get his job back? No. Well, I don't even know if I would want the job back. If that were me. I want my money. I'd want my motherfucking money. And is his wife divorcing him? So let me tell you about the news in dealing with men and women in crimes, right? There will be a reason for there will be a reason that a crime was committed between a man and a woman, right? Man on woman violence, husband on wife violence, right? There'll be a reason behind it. But they don't show you the reason. They show you just what happened. Fucking estranged husband breaks into wife's house, stabs her in the chest, right? They don't tell you anything else. I got a friend, Jonathan Harris. Used to work corrections with me, New York. And I know Harris, man. He's a good dude, man. You know, he wasn't soft. You know what I mean? He held his down. He was a good dude. You know, he had a wife, a couple of stepkids. That baby mama shit, you know. So what happened was, he made the chick a stay-at-home mom. He scooped up a baby mama and made the bitch a stay-at-home mom. Now, what the news article did not tell, right now, I'm not saying that what he did was right. I'm just saying that I understand what angered him so. I understand what broke him. And what broke him was he made this bitch a stay-at-home mom, right? He works on the island. Takes him an hour and a half to get to work. right? First they were living in the Bronx, then he bought a house upstate. And if you know New York, if you know Rikers, that's a sign that you made it when you buy a house, either upstate or in Long Island, okay? So he bought a house upstate, an hour and a half away. Hour and a half away. It's 3 hours. If you do a double, 16 hours, and you got to travel, and you travel 3 hours off the day, that's what, 19 hours. How much you got left? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, right? You got 4 hours left, Pop. 5 hours left. 5 hours. The shit, shave, eat, sleep, come back. So, he's not home a lot, man. Because he's busting his ass to pay for this home so that this broad could be a stay-at-home mom in a nice house in fucking Middleton, New York, right? What do you think happened? Bitch start cheating. That's what happened. Not only was she cheating, but she was bringing a nigga inside this house that John is paying for. John finds out. I think it was through one of the kids he found out. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty much like 90% sure. Found out through one of the kids. He confronts her. A fight ensues. She put what's that paperwork? Order protection. Now, order protection, John can't go to the house. He can't go to the house that he was paying for, right? So now John's sleeping on fucking couches and in the car, wherever he can. He still got to go to work and all this shit, right? This bitch is in the house. He already know that there's some nigga coming by, breaking her off. Work is stressful as hell. Work's stressful as hell, man. Any second, shit could pop off. You know? That's why it's important for you to be in a good headspace if you got these stressful jobs. Because your bitch do something and you go to work, man, and sometimes that could be the last that'll be the last thing that sets you off. That's the last thing that you need. So, that shit just irritated the fuck out of me too. So, John gets hit with divorce papers. So now we know how this is gonna go. She's already in the house. She already got him out of the house. She's a stay-at-home mom. So she's gonna need hefty fucking alimony and child support. He's never getting that house back, right? Then they're gonna take more shit from him. There were guys at the job who were getting checks for like $300 for fucking 2 weeks of work, doing overtime because of child support. $300. A regular check, top pay, the old contract should be been around $2,200, $2,200 without overtime. That's the old contract. There's been a new contract within the past however many years, right? So no overtime, your shift's $2,200. So now you need a place to stay, right? Child support's gonna come out. Alimony's gonna come out. I see how he was able to lose it because he was homeless. Work is just him. It would really have been him being a slave. Bitch fucking on him. He gave her all this shit, and she gonna do that to him. He put one of her kids through college or some shit like that. And bitch does that. So that's what broke him. He went up there one night, got a knife, not a gun, got a knife. He gained access into his house and went and stabbed the bitch while she was in the bed. Bitch didn't die. So he was hit with attempt murder, serving 10 years. But in the article, they said estranged husband breaks in the house. Correction officer stabs wife in the chest. I said they make it like this nigga just is like, oh, I hate bitches, and he just broke in the house and stabbed a bitch in the chest. How about you getting fucking 3 hours of sleep every day, busting your ass so this bitch could sit on her ass, and then she's fucking somebody in the house that you paid money for? How would that make you feel? You'd be cool. You'd be cool. You'd be all right, right? Fuck it. These things happen, right? Nah, man. That's why the world is going the way it is, because people are getting away with shit. They're doing immoral things, you know, and getting away with it. You know, I wish, I wish, you know, he had someone to talk to, and someone could have talked him out of it. You know, he's a good dude, man. He don't belong there. You know? Now when he comes out, what is he gonna have? Nothing. He's not gonna have nothing when he comes out. You know? I remember I wrote an email to the bitch that wrote that article too. You know, cuss the ass out and all that. But here's my thing. When you read these articles or you see these TikToks and Instagram things and you see men do wild shit, question why. There's some niggas that's just fucked up niggas, yeah. There's some niggas that are just fucked up. Like, you just a fucked up nigga, bro. You're broken in your head. You're emotionally broken by the way you were raised and things you saw. And you really a fucked up nigga to society. There's some dudes like that. But then there's some motherfuckers, man, you know, that's not what happened. Somebody just really did some foul shit to them. And they're human. They broke. They had a moment. There's no way in court that bitch should be able to go in there and get alimony and this and that and the house and all that shit from this nigga when she got caught fucking some dude in the house, bro. You should be like, you know what? You gets nothing, man. You get your walking papers. Whoever you were cheating on this man with, now you could be with that motherfucker. You know? That's how it should be. You know, and it's just like, you can get caught up in so much shit. There was another article all over social media. The guy, I think his tag name was Speedy. And this was the one, you know, this chick, she had a nursing, she had like about 3-4 things going, making a lot of money and shit. Bitch always shopping, you know. But she got a lot of that shit from her man, who was a drug dealer, got some bread, bought some properties. Because of, I think it was because of his felony, because of something, he had to put it in his chick's name. He told his girl, hold it for him. He gets bagged. He's in jail. You know, what does she do? She divorces him while he's in jail. And then she gets engaged to another guy. So, you know, they put up the phone conversations. She was recording everything to make him seem like a monster. Bitches do that. They'll record you and make it seem like you're the fucking monster and all that. And what happened was, yo, man, she had his properties and wouldn't give him back. So that was his means of survival, of having something to show for the dirt he was doing in the street. And he trusted her, put the shit in her name, because that was his bitch, that was his wife. It getting to the point you can't trust your wife. I want y'all to see this shit, man. Niggas can't trust their wife, bro. This bitch wouldn't give it back to him. And he said, yo, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Nigga got out. Allegedly he killed her. It was never found out that it was him. Somebody shot that bitch. In her head, while her son was getting a haircut in the barbershop. Some unknown male ran in there, aired her ass out, and was on the move. Nobody knows who it was. There's no 100% fact that it was him. So, but in all of these things, they say that it was him, but he wasn't tried and convicted of her murder. So, but people, especially bitches will fuck you over, man. They'll fuck you over. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. They don't care, man. They will give you the business, because a lot of people think women love different, bro. I did videos on that. Women love different. They don't love you. They don't love like how we do, how men love. The fuck is this? That's a lady? Oh, sorry. I don't know who got her pregnant, but boy, you fucked up, kid. That bitch is ugly. 6'9", trying to get buff. So yeah, was this 14-year-old? Oh, no. What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Of stealing water. According to reports, Whitman did not ask the...
No, baby. I don't wish this on nobody. No.
14...
Nigga was going to get some water and got popped.
I don't wish this on nobody. No.
14-year-old Daniel Brooks stopped at a house in Phoenix, Arizona on a scorching summer afternoon. Temperatures had climbed past 100 degrees, and Daniel, who was walking home from basketball practice, felt dizzy from the heat. Seeing an outdoor faucet near the front of a house, he stepped onto the edge of the driveway to quickly fill his water bottle. He didn't damage anything. He didn't try to enter the home. He simply turned the handle to get a drink of water. The 71-year-old homeowner, Harold Whitman, noticed the teenager near what he believed was his private property and immediately accused him of stealing water. According to reports, Whitman did not ask the boy what he was doing. He gave no warning and did not tell him to leave. Instead, he went inside his house, retrieved a firearm, and shot Daniel while he was still holding the bottle. Surveillance footage later confirmed Daniel was unarmed, posed no threat, and was only trying to cool down during extreme heat. But here is the twist. The court released Whitman without charges, stating he had the right to defend his property. Even more shockingly, Daniel's family was fined $18,000 for unauthorized use of utilities. The ruling sparked out...
That's nuts. I don't touch those types of I don't touch that type of content no more. I don't touch that type of content no more because I don't want to go down that road. If I was to go down that road, it wouldn't be good, man. It wouldn't be good.
No, bitch, I ain't never ever gave mystery. With my nigga, every day is Christmas. I could give a fuck what a bitch said, mind your business. This big ass ring on my finger, bitch, I ain't never ever gave mystery. With my nigga, every day is Christmas. I could give a fuck what a bitch said, mind your business. This big ass ring on my finger, bitch, I ain't never ever gave.
You know, women say, you know, they don't want men, fuck men, fuck y'all too. So man, I second that notion, man. Damn, bitch is huge. Fuck this relationship shit. Look at this shit.
I got my bottle of wine. It's a Saturday night. I got my fourth. Let me tell you something. This is the life. 36-year-old. I got my bottle of wine. It's a Saturday night. I got my 4 cats. My daughter's at her sister's house enjoying herself. Threw on my pajamas. Threw on some Netflix. And I'm just gonna go watch Casino and call it a night. This is, listen, peace. Peace.
The fuck out of here, bitch. You know, you supposed to be getting your pussy dogged right now. Right after that wine. You know that. But
Now I have Love is Blind on, but it's boring. But gonna watch Casino and enjoy my Saturday night. Alone. Solitude is key.
fuck out of here.
Let me tell you something.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
that
the
is so
life.
full of shit.
36-year-old.
Full of shit. Supposed to be that shit sound boring as hell. So yeah. After all of the shit I've seen, man, you know, it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look, man. You know, fellas, women are on super bullshit. They on super bullshit, dog. So don't even think about wifing none of these bitches. You got some guys, they want to wife a bitch. What? I came across some wild shit, man. What happened? There's a guy. Where'd I do that? Oh, homeboy right here. Listen to this shit here, bro. This shit wild.
And explain to you guys why. I'm not going to my mother's wedding and explain to you guys why. Her and my father's been together for over 60 years, right? About 15 prior to us being born. And during this time, we come to find out in the last 4 years, my mom has been cheating on my father with some strange guy, right? Well, not strange, but some man who we don't know nothing about. Come to find out, this man that she's been cheating on my father with happens to be our biological dad, right? But the man who raised me since forever to me is my father. Okay, cool. He finds out that we're not his kids, so obviously him and my mom separate, but he still doesn't stop being a dad to us. So this happened about 5 years ago, right? So they've been divorced. They've been separated about 6, divorced about 5.5. So my biological dad and my mother are deciding to get married, but I will not attend. Let me explain to you why. My loyalty runs deeper than blood, right? So the man who raised me, who walked me to school every day, who cooked for me every day, that's what he did, right? Taught me everything I know, helped me get my house. Everything that I've been through, ups and downs, he's been there. Never once let me down. That's the man I consider my father, right? Now, my biological dad, I've never even had breakfast with. We found out that he was our biological dad. My mother felt a relief and she left. Can't make that up. So I don't know if she was just using my father for financial purposes, and my biological dad was the person that she really was in love with, but this is not good.
This happens a lot. And we don't know because, you know, if situations like this don't happen where men come and tell us what's going on, we won't know. We'll keep thinking, oh, women are so fucking pure and innocent and they were fucking, you know, they were slaves to their husbands back in the, man, these bitches was fucking. They always make it sound like it was the men who were sexual deviants and who just couldn't control their dick and they just had to keep fucking. Now we're seeing these bitches their true sexual nature. They're cheaters. We also learned that 70% of women, married and unmarried, have backup plans. We also know that men and women cheat at the same pace. One's like 28%, the other one's like 26%. These bitches is hoes too. There's no difference. The only difference is men pay for the shit that they do. Women don't. A woman will cheat on a man, get pregnant, like my homeboy. A woman will cheat on a man, do all this shit. Judge will still say, all right, man, we're going to split these assets. We're going to set up a payment plan for you to pay her and blah, 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 blah. But dude decided to stick with his pops. He ain't going to that wedding to show no support. You know, he's sticking by the man who raised him, right? Which is bros before hoes. That's very honorable to me.
Agree with it, and I'm not going to support it. And a lot of people in my family is upset, and I don't care, right? I'm not going to support chaos.
You know who else is going to support the mother and is upset that he's not? That funky ass sister, because bitches support shit like that. For some reason, bitches support shit like that. You know, they rally and support around them leaving their husbands, and oh, she had to do what was right for her, and you know, she chose her. I hate that phrase. She chose her. You were married and were taken care of, you know, like a little fucking princess that you should not have been treated like. That's why I say treat these bitches like shit, man. All that, man. It was one woman says, am I gonna treat her like a queen? I said, I'll treat you good, but I ain't gonna treat you like no fucking queen. She's like, why not? She got like offended. Oh, well, why I'm treating you like a queen for? You know what queen treatment? You know what a queen is? Why am I treating you like that? Treating somebody like a queen, that you putting them above you and all of that shit, bro. Not honoring. I'm not. Fuck out of here. That shit's bullshit, bro. Don't do that shit no more. Don't do that shit no more, man. I don't give a fuck, man. That's like idolizing and shit like that. Somebody else, man. No. After learning how these broads move and what they're capable of, nah. You know? But we about to bring this to a close, man. Right, I appreciate you watching. Drop some shit in the comments. You know, Black Marvel 25, Cat 78, Cat, and everybody, Pookie, Ray Ray, Sandra, Linda, or everybody else, right? I'm gonna holler at y'all on this next one. Peace.